Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Football on Thursday Night. This is something that's become kind of special to me in the week because I look forward to it. Kind of really kicks off my weekend sitting down with friends of mine that know football like no other. Again, if you're going to do it and you put a team together, you got to have an all-pro quarterback and all-pro running back. This week, my running back's injured. So what do? You go over to the waiver wire and you find an all-pro that's sitting there ready to go. Tonight, I got an all-pro joining us here. My quarterback is here. Myers and the Mouse is in the house. Diz Our Dream steps in for Dole Whip Dad tonight. Guys, I'm excited that you're here. You're ready for some football tonight on the channel.
Hello.
That's all I get. I know Kelly was tired. That's all I get out of Jeff is hello. Jeff, what's that cold beverage of choice you got there?
What am I drinking?
What is that? Yeah, what is your cold beverage of choice? Oh, cheer wine. That's good stuff. That's what I thought it was, actually. I don't know if you haven't had that yet. That's good stuff. So, guys,
I'm hooked.
I've got a great show planned today. I've got a lot of news and content we're going to dig into, a lot of highlights that we're going to talk about. But I called in a couple wideouts. I knew we needed a wideout and a tight end. You can pick which one is the tight end. I would go with the guy sitting at the lower part of the box. But I got an all-pro wideout and an all-pro tight end coming in with us tonight. Mouse Talk and more sunshine, please. Joining the party tonight. What's up, gentlemen?
Hello.
Hello.
This is what everybody's doing to me tonight? Kelly, which one of you two is behind this? Thank you, guys. You? Love it. I got energy. They like to.
I'm so excited to be here, Pete. What is going on, everybody?
Good Lord.
Ditto.
Ditto. All right, guys. If you moderators, please keep putting these gentlemen's link into the chat throughout the night. Their football teams are above them. Walt is a Rams guy. Jim, painfully enough, stays loyal to his Lions through the years. I love that. Kelly's got a Super Bowl under his belt. Jeff's got a bunch of Super Bowls under his belt.
We have a Super Bowl under our belt, too. Thank you.
It was a long time ago. We're not counting it.
It doesn't matter.
Jeff said we can't count it. I asked him.
Nobody listens to Jeff.
All right, let's get into the news.
You got that right.
Let's get into the news and get rolling here. Let's talk this topic first. I thought this was pretty interesting. I have to lead off with this.
We're starting with the comedy portion of the show first.
Yeah, I had to put this in there. This, to me, was kind of comical myself as I watched it and laughed. Chad Johnson thinks he can make a pitch to return to the Saints. I'm going to start with Kelly. We'll go Kelly, Jim, Walt, and Jeff on this one. Just your thoughts. Can this guy even still do it at age 43? Kelly?
You're on mute, Kelly.
Kelly, you're on mute.
Why'd you mute me?
I didn't mute you.
I said, probably ought to get it done maybe one time, but not the whole time.
That's actually pretty good. Jim, your thoughts? Chad Johnson?
No, he cannot. He can. No, he's a good PR guy at this stage in his career, but no.
No. Okay. Walt?
He was a decent player when he played in his prime. He wasn't great. I mean, he was good. No, he can't play at 43. He can go out for the team all he wants. He won't make the team. Absolutely not.
I got 3 no's. Jeff, what do you think?
I think he should go back to English class because here is HEAR, not HERE. And he's done playing. He should not be playing.
Well,
Sorry to pick nits, but that's the way I am.
I'd have to agree with it. I mean, let me move the chats so they're up at the top. I forgot I moved them down. I'd have to agree.
I didn't even notice that. That's why he plays football, Jeff.
That's why he plays football. Exactly.
He's been hit one too many times, apparently. I think he should definitely go back, and I agree with that. I thought that was comical when I saw that. I almost fell out my chair.
HERE.
We'll start with Jeff on this one. Go Jeff, Kelly, Jim, and Walt. The news of the day, obviously, it's the people that win championships and everyone in the organization benefits. I just wanted to be a part of the decisions, and part of his decision process was he wanted to sign his contract as he did today, and then he also wanted to Where's it at here? Bring this in. Take that out. He also wanted to bring back Randall Cobb. We'll start. Jeff, your thoughts? Green Bay and all what's going on up there.
I like Aaron Rodgers. Does anybody else think he's burnt that bridge though?
No.
I don't know.
No, not at all. Absolutely not. The minute they go 13-4 this season and they win their division and they have a first-round bye, all will be forgiven. And if he wins the Super Bowl, they won't even remember it.
Yeah, I think time will tell, but I don't know how I feel about it. I like Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I like the player Aaron Rodgers. I'm not sure I like the person Aaron Rodgers. So,
Kelly, your thoughts?
again, we'll find out.
No, Walt's got a great point. I mean, if he does all those things, you're right. Everything will be forgiven and nobody will know any. But boy, they won't forget it if he doesn't.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, if he fails to deliver, or the team, I should say, fails to deliver, because it's not just one player. If they fail to deliver, he's going to get pounded. And the questions are going to be is, why did he sign another contract? Should he have retired? You know, it's the media, right? It's always going to be whatever happens has happened. So I personally burnt the bridge. Burning it, I think, yeah.
Okay. Jim, your thoughts?
You know, just as a Lions fan, I was really hoping he was going to be playing for another team. I knew it wasn't going to happen. And as far as burning a bridge, as soon as he plays Detroit at Lambeau, everything's going to be fine. You know, he's going to be lights out. He's going to break our hearts again. So Green Bay is going to love him as long as he does well, and he will.
Yeah,
and that's what I want to say is he's not going to do bad. The team may not play well, but as long as he has a good season, there'll be no recourse to him. Now, if he goes out and has a bad season, okay, all this, you weren't in there, but he's back for training camp in time, so he didn't miss any training camp. He didn't hold out for anything like that. I really think this is really a non-issue. People have issues with contracts all the time. He didn't hold out. He didn't miss training camp. He's back with the team. He wants to win. I see literally no recourse here whatsoever. He did not burn the bridge. The people in Green Bay are high-fiving right now. Yeah. Trust me.
And Nick.
Nick, I'm sorry. He's a Packers legend. It's going to take a lot more than this to burn that bridge completely.
Yeah. And to Nick's comment there, Nick, I would say no. His lines are going to protect him because that's their run to the Super Bowl. They're not going to let somebody go to get by.
Oh.
You know, we're not.
Yeah, that's in the movies. That's in the movies. That doesn't happen in real football.
Burt Reynolds is not quarterbacking. It's not.
And they know their meal ticket.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, that's not going to happen.
Meal ticket. Welcome in, everybody. Surf Bum, John, Dave Cantrell, Cricket Fox, Nick, the Bomo's in house. Mike 88's in here. Cricket's in here all the way from Australia. Good morning. Brittany Morgan in house. Joy S., Jill DeFore, and many more. Glad you guys are here. Appreciate you hanging out with us today. Let's go to the next client. This one, we're going to let Jim start this one. We'll go Jim, Walt, Jeff, and Kelly. Starting D-line stays stacked in Washington. There's some of the guys. What are your thoughts on the Washington line? They were the number 2 defense in the league last year. Do they move to number 1 with some of the moves? Do they stay where they're at? What's your thoughts?
You know, defense wins championships. This is the number 1 priority, or it should be, for every team in the league. I don't know if they're number 1 or not. I wish my team were in. I wish we were talking about my team this way. But this is a great D. I think they're. I don't know if they're 1, but they're right up there.
Gotcha. Well,
the Rams. The Rams were number 1 total defense last year. This team is right there. They have a really good defense, which is going to play phenomenally in their weak division. We know what Philadelphia is. We know what the Giants are. They're both weaker teams for sure. Dallas is hit or miss this year. If their defense plays the way we think they're going to play, I think Washington can win this division. I really do. I think people keep saying Cowboys, but Washington, if they get any sort of offense, will play very well in this division this year. Defense, I agree with Jim. Defense still wins championships.
Nice. Jeff, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think they're pretty well stacked on that line, but people get injured during the season, so you gotta, if they can stay healthy, that's going to be one outstanding defense, and hopefully I get them in the fantasy football draft. That's what I'm saying.
That would be good. That'll be broadcast on this channel 2 weeks in a row. August 19th will be a broadcast of the AFC division of our league. The 26th will be a broadcast of the NFC. We're going to play up and have a who's the overall super fantasy player and give them a trophy and all kinds of nice little things. I'm working out some gifts for the fantasy winner. Kelly, your thoughts? Chase Young could be an MVP. What's your thoughts on Washington?
I think they've got a pretty stout line there. Now, if they could just get a name for their team, maybe they would have something.
Jason,
Dude, I like the fact they don't have a name. Good for them. I think it's kind of a slap in the face to the. I don't mind it.
It is a brilliant marketing tool, in my opinion.
I think
that's.
I'm not a Daniel Snyder fan. I think he's a terrible owner.
I agree.
But he is a good marketer, and I think he did. I think it was a nice move, actually.
Yeah.
We'll just be called the Washington football team. Thank you.
Justin Sanudo would like to know what Tina thinks of the Hogs D-line. I'm not sure if Tina has any idea about the Hogs D-line. She's more into pickles than hogs, but we'll find out. I don't know. All right. One's got to go. We're going to start with Walt and go down the page. One's got to go. You can only keep 3 of them on your team. Who's the guy you move out? This is a tough one here.
Gilmore.
Gilmore. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Jeff?
That's it.
Why does one have to go?
That's the whole. That's
the game.
One can only keep 3.
One has to go.
Yep.
I'll go with Alexander.
Alexander, the Green Bay defensive player.
I'll go NFC.
Mike 88 says the same thing. So does Sanudo. Kelly, your thought? Who you got going?
Gilmore.
Okay.
You never make these easy. You know that, right?
I know. I do it on purpose. Okay. Jim, your thoughts?
Gosh, all things being equal, I'm going to have to go with the guy with the apostrophe in his name. I don't have a really good reason other than that, and that's not really good at all.
To me, when I looked at this, I said Gilmore, looking at longevity and what I think it could get out of everybody. To me, it was Gilmore, but all 4 of them are studs for all 4 teams. I would note that Howard has made it public that he wants to be traded out of Miami and wants to get on the road. And what ticks me off to no end, I got to try to use for proper language here because I don't want to get thrown off of YouTube. A reporter said to him, well, where do you want to go? And he goes, Pittsburgh or Kansas City. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Of all places, those are the 2 places you want to go. So anyway.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to go to the better teams? You got drafted by Miami. It is what it is. Play out your contract. Then you can go where you want to go. I'm tired of these. I don't want to play for this team. Trade me in. You know what? It's part of the business that we live in.
You're getting paid. You're cashing those checks.
Yeah, you're getting a check to play football. Be happy you're getting that. I would love to be able to play football. But you know what?
Pay your dues.
Yeah, I'll play.
It's like it's so ridiculous. And I think what happens is we saw it in basketball where we had all these dream teams. All these players would go to all these teams and make these Fab Fives all the time. Players want to do that in almost every sport now. I mean, we're seeing in baseball today with Trey Turner and Max Scherzer going to the Dodgers for probably nothing. That's another story. I hate that kind of stuff.
Hey, it's Jeff. Agrees with you, Walt. He says absolutely. All right, this one is going to be for Diz Our Dream to start out with. This is NFC North QBs this season. Okay, this was reported out there. Who's going to be the best? Who's going to be the best quarterback in it? Is it going to be Rodgers in his 17th year? I know he's a Hall of Famer. Kirk Cousins in his 4th year. Jared Goff in his 1st, or Fields. I mean, that's the quarterback. Is it ultimately have to be Aaron Rodgers because the rest of them are horrible? What's your thoughts, Jeff?
What's my thoughts? I think it's going to be Jared Goff, not Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is the best one out of all four of them. I'm sorry.
Are any of them even close?
No. It's like they're not even on the same level as Aaron Rodgers.
Nick,
No.
Kelly?
I'm sorry. I'm hearing something
I'm
in my
hearing it
ears.
too.
And
I'm hearing some kind of whistling.
It's like Steve sleeping at night, whistling through his nose.
I'm hearing it too. I don't know where that's coming from.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
No, this isn't obvious. This is obviously Aaron Rodgers here. I don't understand why we would even have this conversation other than you're looking for us to like have a fight over this, and it ain't gonna happen. I just don't. I can't see.
This was put out. This was put out by the NFL, and I thought it was utterly ridiculous. And I wanted to see what you guys thought. Jim, you agree? It's ridiculous.
It's obviously Kirk Cousins. The best Michigan State quarterback ever. I'm kidding, of course. I hate Michigan State. Sparty on. Aaron Rodgers has a little bit to prove this year, so he's going to be working even, I think, a little bit harder even. So, this is silly.
Walt, does Goff even do anything over there in Detroit?
Yes, I think he does. I think he actually will. I think he'll be okay. I don't think he'll be a disaster. He went from a really talented team, no offense, Jim, to a team that's not that talented.
I'm taken.
I don't think he'll be a downright disgrace. I think he'll be okay. But Aaron Rodgers is better than all three of these combined. You can put all three of these and put all three of their resumes together, and they still don't even equal up to Aaron Rodgers. This isn't even a question. I don't even know why the NFL needs things to talk about, obviously.
Okay, interesting. I thought it was unique. I think Goff is going to have an okay year. I know Jeff doesn't agree with me on that either.
I think Goff will have 15 interceptions within the first 5 games.
You're on. I'll take that bet. How much we betting?
This is the same bet with the stolen bases. We're continuing that.
Okay.
Wall.
All right.
Okay.
All right. That's fine.
I want to see if that happens. That's interesting.
Well, that's not going to happen. He's going to average 3 interceptions a game.
That's a lot.
No, he's gonna have like 8 interceptions one game. I guarantee he's gonna have. He is just gonna S the bed one game.
Oh,
I'm telling you right now.
All
right. Hey, it's on. We have it on the record.
We have it on record.
Jeff's about to go 0 for 2 in bets with me.
Here we go. Yeah. Captain Akron, welcome in. Neil, welcome in. MR Mike, welcome in as well. A lot of good friends joining us tonight. Bloom and Cheese in-house as well. Thank you guys for being here. We are talking football with the guys. This will be the first one to go on Kelly. Kelly, you're starting this one. The Texans are now willing to listen to trade offers for Deshaun Watson. Combination of 5 high draft picks and starting caliber players. Is he even worth that, guys? That's my question. Kelly, you go.
5 draft picks and starting. No, I don't think so.
I agree.
No, I don't think he's worth that. I mean, valuable, yes. Worth that, no.
Okay. Jim, your thoughts?
No, he is not worth that. And who is worth that? I mean, you're talking your top tier players, and he's not one of them for me. So no, he's definitely not worth that.
I agree. Walt, your thoughts?
First off, what team probably even has the ability to make that type of trade, that has those types of draft picks and players to do that, and is deep enough that can do that and still be competitive? Because if you're going to do that, you're going to pretty much your team's going to be barren at that point. And he's not worth it anyway. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong. I mean, 19, 26, 26, and 33 touchdowns in his career over 4 seasons. You know, his interceptions are low. I mean, his passer rating is good. His quarterback rating is 104. He's a good player. He is. He's a good quarterback. But not that.
Okay. I like it.
You know,
I got 3 notes.
Looking at his numbers.
One undetermined with Jeff. We're coming to him. MD Gaming says the Texans are flat out stupid. Heck no from Movie Mania Nick. Jeff, what are you thinking?
I don't think he's worth 5, maybe 3 draft picks, but 5 high draft picks. Nah, no.
That's a lot. You know what?
That's a lot to give up.
Yeah, and yet again, we have another player that wants to be traded because he's just, he's unhappy.
Yeah. No, it's interesting.
The Chiefs gave up two draft picks for Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, but that was before. That was hindsight's 2020. It's before you knew what you had.
No, they knew what they were getting. And everybody else, when you talked to them,
no, you didn't know what you were getting. Whatever,
yes,
you didn't know.
This is why I love the show.
They've been watching him.
Even when Dolan,
he didn't know. He's being a homer now.
All right, this one's going to be Jim's to start out first. Who would you put on your Olympic podium? Olympics are going on right now. It's a lot of fun. Who would you put on your podium? 3 people to go on there can go on there as your top medal winners for running backs in 2021 at the end of the year. I'm asking you to look into the future. Who's going to have the 3 best years in the league? Jimmy, start with you.
I'm going Henry's got the gold medal, McCaffrey silver, Jones bronze.
That's a good group. I like that. Walt, your thoughts?
I'm going Henry gold. I'm going McCaffrey silver. I'm going Chubb bronze.
Oh, nice change. Okay, that's could still happen. I like everybody's solid on the first 2. Jeff, your thoughts?
I'm gonna give the gold to McCaffrey. I think he's just an all-around athlete. He's a good receiver. He handles the ball well. Henry's got to get the silver. He's just a beast. And I'll give Cook the bronze.
Nice. Okay, I like it. It's a 3 different guys, 3 different answers. Let's see what Kelly's got for us.
Henry gold, Cook silver, McCaffrey bronze.
Henry, Cook. Okay, I like it. I am going to go through the oddball technique, as I always do, and I'm going to throw it out there as Chubb 1, McCaffrey 2, and Kamara 3 this year. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see which one of us are closer. I'll be able to check back at the end.
The Saints are going to rely heavily on Kamara because they got nobody behind center.
Yeah.
So
I think that's why he'll be up.
I could see that. I mean, he's going to get a lot of attempts behind. But then again, they're going to put 8-9 in the box on him, and they're going to make them try to beat him with their quarterback. So it could go either way.
That's why I don't have him as my gold. I don't think he's going to top the other 2, but I think he'll be up there with all the touches. All right, Walt's going to start out with this one here. Saints are working out wide receiver Chris Hogan on Monday. Chris Hogan played for the Pats for several years. He was supposed to be the second coming of Julian Edelman. He didn't really do it. He had an average. I mean, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't a star. He is currently playing in his first season of Premier Lacrosse right now. And now they're looking to work him out. Is this even a smart move, Walt? What do you think?
It's not a difference maker move in any way, shape, or form. He was the only reason why he was even anywhere near respectable in New England when he did is because of the guy that was behind center throwing him the football. He doesn't have that luxury in New Orleans. He doesn't have Drew Brees back there. Now this isn't even a story.
Okay, Jeff.
Yeah, Chris Hogan did play for New England, didn't he?
He did.
A while ago.
Mm-hmm.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I remember him. Why not? I mean, if he still has, I'm sure he's staying in shape with the lacrosse league. Those guys hit hard. I'm sure he's staying in shape, and if his hands are still good and quick, maybe he'll make some catches for him. I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about New England, nor do I care about New England. So
well, there you go.
Sorry.
Udo says everybody needs a good slot guy. Kelly, what say you?
Well, he made the deal, from what I understood. So,
interesting.
Okay. Maybe if they give him a stick, he'll do even better. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out the lacrosse thing.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay.
Did Jimmy? Your thoughts? Any thoughts on this?
we see that he's playing in a lacrosse league, and we might say, well, he's out of football, but you got to remember, Kurt Warner was a bag boy before he became a superstar. I remember in 1997, I'm going to switch sports with you for a second. In 97, the Red Wings re-signed Joey Kocur, who was in a beer league the year before. He helped them win a Stanley Cup. So don't let the fact that he's not in football right now deter you from the fact that he's still in probably fantastic shape. Lacrosse is tough. He's probably got the skills that he's always had. We'll see, but
Well,
I don't mind this.
yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. What I'm saying is it's a non-story. He's not a difference maker on a bad team. That's all I'm saying. If he was trying out for the Rams, or he was trying out for the Chiefs, or the Ravens, or Pittsburgh, or whoever it might be, teams that are contenders, okay, maybe as a slot player, but even then he's not going to be a number 1 or number 2 receiver. This is a guy, I'm sure he's in phenomenal shape. But I'm sure Tim Tebow's in phenomenal shape. But is he going to make Jacksonville's team? Who knows? That's all I'm saying is this isn't a story of this isn't Kurt Warner. I mean, even Kurt Warner's story, he had a lot of talent around him when he went to the Rams. He had a lot. He had like 4 Hall of Famers on that team with him. He had a lot. And I love him.
Nudo says who's going to throw him the ball, which is a good question.
Exactly. That's my point. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. But
it's Jeff says he take that over him right now. Interesting.
Did I hear Walt right and say the Steelers are contenders?
Yes, Walt did say that.
Why not?
Okay,
the Steelers are always contenders. I don't.
They are.
The Steelers don't. Nothing. I'm a Rams fan. I'm not a Ravens fan. They don't mean anything to me. Either way.
This is his 6th NFL team.
I know. Yeah, that's a good point, Kelly. I forgot to put that up. Yeah, that would be his 6th NFL team, which is just goes to show he's bounced around because he hasn't been able to, kind of get to that point where he's over and above. But hey, guys finding a way to get paid playing sports, so God bless him. He's doing better than me on that. All right, I think I forgot whose turn it is to start on this one. You guys remember offhand? If not, I'll just give it to Diz Our Dream. Let's just go with
Give it to Jeff.
Jeff, you're starting out. Top overall ratings for wide receivers going into the league. This was put out by Madden. This is how they rank their goes to 100 being the top scorer. They've got Devontae Adams up top there. Are you looking at this list? Does anything look out of whack? Or does anybody look like they should move up or down? Just curious to your thoughts. I had a thought. I'll tell you at the end.
I don't see Juju up there.
That's one that I was thinking. Jeff, you got one of my thoughts.
Michael Thomas? I mean, I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Okay. Jeff Ress. Kelly, your thoughts?
I honestly, I don't disagree with it. I'd like to see Tyreek Hill a little bit higher. He should have been last year, in my opinion. I think we should have had the opportunity with Tyreek a lot more last year than we did. But I was going to say the same thing. Basically, I'm okay with it.
Okay. Jim, your thoughts?
I'm looking at Mike Evans on there, and I'm not so sure he's in the top 10 for me anyway. I get to see quite a bit of him, but I don't. Mike Evans is the only one really that strikes me as being out of place or whatever. But otherwise,
Kind of like it.
I'm all right.
I think two things. One, Allen Robinson, I looked in the top 10 and I said I would have Juju in there before him, and I would have Walt's guy Cook from the Rams in there before Robinson, in my opinion, when I looked at this. So I was kind of a little surprised on that myself. All right, this one will be Kelly's. Last one before we go to a quick break. This will be rank these quarterbacks 1 through 4. 1 through 4, how you think they're going to do this year. Kelly, you can start us out on this one.
Oh, I don't get to tell you how I feel. I just got to rank them.
You can rank
1 through 4.
You could give us a little insight if you want. You're welcome to do that.
Not a Dak Prescott fan, just for the record.
Okay.
Ooh.
Good night, Tina Marie. Thank you for being here.
Ow.
It's tough.
I have to work
This
in the morning.
Of this
I'm
group,
just kidding.
of this group for me, I'm going to go with Prescott, Fitzpatrick, Jones, and Hurts.
Interesting. Hurts at the bottom. Walt, what do you got?
This is really kind of hard for me as well. I'm going to go Prescott only because of his pedigree, what he's done over the years. But I think Daniel Jones is going to have a really good year for New York. I think he's a good quarterback. He could push for the top spot here. Fitzpatrick, everybody calls him Fitzmagic. I think he's a catastrophe, personally. But I'll still put him third, and then I'll put Jalen Hurts fourth, only because he doesn't have. There's no resume for him. He doesn't have a resume.
That's a good point. Jeff, your thoughts looking at this group?
See, I like Fitzpatrick. I'm sorry. I like him. I'm going to go.
He's been on 27 teams.
I know.
But there's a reason.
He's only got one more to play for. I'm going to go Fitzpatrick.
Comment.
He does throw a lot of interceptions, but I still think he's a smart player. He doesn't make the best decisions all the time, but he's a smart player.
Which means he's not very smart.
This is so hard to rank because all these other guys, I mean, I think I would have a better chance of starting before him. I'm going to say Fitzpatrick. As much as I hate to say it, Prescott 2, Jones 3rd, and then Hurts last.
Okay.
Fitzpatrick, Prescott, Jones, Hurts.
Good grouping. I like it. Brandon Schutz, welcome in. Brandon Pa, welcome in. George Alvarez in with us. And Yachty's here as well, hanging out. While George is talking football, Yachty's buying bags. It's a good thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, these are my broadcasting partners for the evening. Kelly is my co-host of this show. We do it with Diz. We do it with Dole Whip Dad. He was unavailable tonight. He had some personal issues. So Diz Our Dream jumped in the spot and said, hey, I'll help you guys out. Reached out to Kelly and Jim and said, I want some good quality people in with us. And they came in as well. They are respectfully Myers and the Mouse, Diz Our Dream, Mouse Talk, and More Sunshine, Please. Quality creators in our Disney community. They do Disney and a little bit more. Mouse Talk and Diz Our Dream and Myers and the Mouse all go live from the parks consistently. Jim will do that from time to time. He had a great stream the other day from the parks. Jim also does a lot of great content from home. Probably one of the best comedic timing people in the whole community. I respect Jim that much. Please drop their links in there, moderators, so everybody can find them. I encourage you to go over and check out their channels and subscribe based on their content. Or if you see them tonight, you like what they're doing, hit up a subscribe for them based on those reasons if you don't know them already. I would also like to highlight, we've got a Pick'em League. I'm going to drop the link into the chat. It is absolutely free to get into, does not cost a penny. Here's the deal with it. It was sponsored by Clean Look Cleaning Services out of Manchester, New Hampshire. And Clean Look came in and said, hey, I like what you're doing with your league, and I want to help. And I said, okay, how do you want to help? And they said, well, here's what I want to do. The link is now in the chat. They said, I want to put up a $500 gift card. Now, last year, Diz Our Dream was aggressive and very strong in this. I did not do well overall, but he did very well. We'll see how he's going to do this year. It's free to get in. I already have the gift card in my safe sitting here. $500 Visa. They've already taken care of that. They've also given money to cover the league. You click on the link. You get in there free. The only deal is they wanted, this is from Chomps and Sunshine, they said the winner will be somebody that's subscribe following Kelly, Jeff, and Pete. That was the deal, okay? So when the winners come out, the winners announced, as long as you're subscribed to the three of us, you will get that. That was the request of our sponsor, and we're going to hide and follow their request because, heck, they paid the $500. It's real simple. You see it on the screen there. It's an example of what it is. You'll go in. You'll pick a team to win. Every time you win, you'll get a point, and we'll track it each week. We'll talk about it at halftime during the games. Mike Emery, welcome in. Great to see you. Clean Look Cleaning Services, Manchester, New Hampshire. 30 minutes and up, 55 years of quality service in 3 generations. They will put a spotless look on your floor. If you're looking to get your property looking clean, get clean look on your property. www.cleanlook.com. Tell them the boys over at Inside the Huddle sent you over to them. All right, let's get to the back half of the last questions we're going to do. We're going to start this with Walt. We started with Jim first on this one. Wide receivers most likely to regress in 2021. These guys all had phenomenal years last year. Corey Davis crushed it with the Jets. Tennessee's now with the Jets. Robbie Anderson over with Carolina's got a new quarterback. And, of course, Justin Jefferson was a shocker rookie coming out in Minnesota. Starting with Jim, who do you think on that list most likely to regress for you?
I'm hoping it's Jefferson because he's in the same division, but also because I don't like his quarterback, Kirk Cousins, who went to Michigan State. So I'm going to go Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson's choice. Walt, your choice?
Corey Davis, who went to the Jets.
Interesting. Okay.
That's where talent goes to die.
Okay. Jeff, before we get to you, J&L Sports News and Updates. Thank you for coming in.
Sorry.
Always like meeting new sports channels out there. Thank you. Anthony Rizzo might be getting traded. We don't report on any mites over here. We only go on the secures. When it happens, let us know, and we'll put it up there. But
Pete, does that ding every time you come up with a new thought?
No, I don't know where that. It's not.
That's me. Sorry.
No, because we're hearing way too many dings if that's the case.
Hey, wait a minute, Kelly. Kelly, what am I going to do with you?
That's a touchdown.
Good Lord. Walt and Kelly both. How rude. I agree. How rude. Jeff, your thoughts. Who's going to progress?
It's got to be Corey Davis. I mean, my gosh. Anybody goes to the Jets, their career just goes right down the drain.
I agree. Movie Maniac not had about the question. I love J&L Sports logo there with all the sporting teams. You got a cool logo, by the way, J&L. Anybody that's brand new, hit that subscribe tonight. We'd love for you to be a part of the fun going forward. Kelly, your thoughts on regression here?
Ditto. Jets. Corey Davis.
Okay, interesting. Cool. I love it. I think so, too. I think he's going to be the one that's going to have the most challenge in there. But interesting. We'll see how it comes out when all three go. All right, we started this one with Jim. This one go to Walt. This one to start it. They got to pay T.J. Watt. He's nowhere near one of the top players defensively being paid in the NFL. We talked a little bit about money. Tell me what you think. Does T.J. Watt deserve this top money? Your thoughts? I know we're just going to go with it, but Walt, you can start it up for this one.
Well, I mean, he has a contract right now. Okay, it's a contract that he agreed upon and signed it. So when that contract is up, if he would like to get more money at that point, I think, yes, he will be up in this upper echelon.
Okay. Jeff?
I'll leave it at that.
I think TJ is one of the key components of the Steelers defense at this point.
Okay.
Do I think they have that type of money to pay him? Probably not. Do I think he's worth it? I think I wouldn't put him in the same category as those five you have on the screen. Okay. But I think he's very good at what he does. I think he does a good job for the Steelers. And, when his contract's up, I think they should pay him a hefty raise of what they think he's worth to the team.
Awesome. Love it. Kelly, your thoughts?
Walt and I don't always agree, but I agree with Walt on this one. Again, I'm back to the pay your dues. You want to get paid that kind of money? Keep performing the way you're performing, and you will make that kind of money. Meanwhile, you signed a contract, finish your contract, do what you got to do. Perform, you will get to where you want to go. We live in a day and age. If everybody wants it, they want it now.
Yeah, he is still stuck.
Doesn't work that way.
He is still stuck in his rookie contract. That is true. Jim, your thoughts?
I was going to say the exact same thing. If you keep playing and to the best of your ability to the end of your contract, you're going to get paid. So just it's on you. I mean, I know everybody's saying it. We want it right now, instant gratification. But you signed the contract. Live up to it.
Okay, love it. Think that's good. All right, let's go to the next one here. This will be Jeff's to start. Jeff, which NFL team released the best throwback uniform of the offseason out of these four? NFL put them out as being some of the top 4 throwbacks. I'm just curious about your thought looking at that. You got the 49ers from 94, Rams modern throwbacks, the Colts 1956ers, and the Browns 75th anniversary. Which one do you like the best?
Hate the Browns. Sorry. I'm going to go with 49ers, 1994.
Okay, I'll tell you which one I like at the end. Kelly, your thoughts?
I like the 56 Colts.
Nice. That's an older one. Jim?
I kind of like the Rams. I think that looks sharp. I like the throwback. I always did. I always liked that uniform. So it's a little different, but I'm going to go Rams on that one.
Well, I know kind of where you're going to go, I think.
Colts.
Nice.
56 Colts. I like the Rams. Don't get me wrong, but I really like that they're going back to the 56. By the way, everybody in the chat, Baltimore Colts.
Yes.
By the way.
Absolutely.
And by the way, Johnny Unitas didn't play for the Indianapolis Colts. So even though he comes up that way, that's not who he played for.
No,
I do like the Colts uniforms, and I liked the throwbacks, but I like the Rams too.
And to Walt's point, Towson University, State University of Maryland, Johnny Unitas
Stadium.
I am about the Colts, about the prior one. I love the old ones. I miss the days of when, Walter Orioles lost to the Tigers tonight, 6-2. Good Lord. Oh, boy. I like the old throwback stuff. I like the fact the NFL's doing this and letting a little fun went in. It's not, and everybody has a different opinion. I'm always curious to see where everybody stands, and I appreciate you guys on that one. All right, let's see here. I believe it is Jim's turn to start this one. We'll go with Jimmy. NFL Super Bowl odds. Here's the odds. If you have $100 and you throw it down, this is what you'll get back from the $100 if you pick them right now. You got to throw your $100 down this week in Vegas. This is the payout on 100. Okay? Tell me what you're thinking here. Laying it out there for getting it. Flat money. Okay? What do you want?
Let's see.
Yeah. Tell me what you're thinking. Jimmy, started out. Who would you take good money to win the Super Bowl right now?
I could go with the one of the safer bets and not make as much. Is this my own $100 or is this your $100?
No, this is your money.
Oh, all right. Kansas City.
Kelly, he's going Kansas City, taking the easy play. Walt, what are you going?
Okay, so most years, the two teams at the top of the odds are usually the two teams that were in the Super Bowl before. So I'm going to pretend like they don't even exist. I mean, that's kind of obvious. It happens all the time. Look at the history of these odds. Usually the two teams that were in it last year are right at the top again this year to start. So I'll look at what's below them. And below them with Buffalo, the Rams, and all them, if I had to pick a team here that I thought would be good money, I'm going to go Green Bay. I like where they're listed. I like their division. I think they win their division pretty easily. So they'll get a first-round bye. They'll get a home game. They could very easily make a good run in the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl. If I want to make some money off my $100, I mean, Kansas City, Tampa, those guys, yeah, they're the obvious. But I'm going to say Green Bay. I think I do agree that I think Aaron Rodgers is going to prove something, his value and worth. And he's got something to play for this year. That's mine.
Jeff, your turn.
I'm going to go with Buffalo. I think Buffalo looked really good last year, and I think they're just going to look even better this year. And I think they're the team to watch out for this year. So I'm going with Buffalo.
Callie?
First off, Bill Steffen. Average wage of an NFL player in 1958 was $16,353.
Thank you, Kelly. I knew you'd be on it.
Well, first off, I have a mama mouse, so I'm going to go safe. Not only am I going to bet on my team, but I would rather win the 500 than lose the 100 because I can't afford any more popcorn.
Okay.
Chiefs.
I like. I got to be honest with you. I looked at the Green Bay thing myself and said 1,600 on 100 with the chance to beat the NFC. I still think they're one of the two finalists in the NFC. One of three. I think it's going to be Green Bay, Rams, and Tampa Bay fighting it out.
Somebody want to explain to me how you have New Orleans ahead of Tennessee, ahead of Arizona, ahead of
I didn't.
Los Angeles, ahead of these other teams.
It was put out by Sportsline.com, not me. I didn't create these odds.
I know you didn't, but I'm just saying, what are they thinking?
Yeah,
They're leaning heavily on Kamara.
Yeah, they are. They have their numerical numbers of difference that they come up with.
Jeff, you should be upset that they put them ahead of Pittsburgh by that many slots.
Pittsburgh will be all right this year. Don't worry about Pittsburgh.
I'm not worried about Pittsburgh. Obviously,
Nope.
these odds people are.
Walt, all right, we got a couple left here. Walt will do this one. Start it out. One has to go. Brady, Wilson, Rodgers, or Mahomes. Who are you getting rid of if you had to choose one to get rid of?
Russell
Wilson. Interesting. Okay. Jeff, who are you getting rid of?
Rodgers with that mustache. I just want to slap it right off his face.
Oh, my God.
What about for football?
I would get rid of Russell Wilson. But Rodgers is a close second with that mustache. If he didn't have the mustache, he wouldn't even be mentioning him. It would be Russell Wilson.
All right, Kelly, we got somebody threw a Mahomes out there. Get rid of Mahomes. What are your thoughts?
He would have been second for me. Sorry.
Come on. You throw Russell Wilson in with Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and Patrick Mahomes. How are you going to do Mahomes? No, it's Wilson. He's gone. That's just no, he's gone. And I'm just trying to figure out, is Rodgers doing the mustache for the throwback year, or what's the deal with that? He looks like he's from the 1970s.
He's doing the Diz Our Dream look from 1976. Jim, your thoughts as LSU mom joins us. Tell her, who's going to go in your mind?
Even though Wilson had the best start of a season last year, he faded quickly. It's got to be Wilson. The others are just they were better all year. Wilson.
I think Wilson's going to have a good year again this year. We're going to talk about him in just a little bit with a little bit of wide receiver combo. That'll be a topic for a later discussion. Jiz Our Dream will start this off. Choose your NFC defense. These are the all-stars from each team. If you could only pick 4 guys, you can either pick the Dallas guys or the Eagles guys or the Giants. Who's your best? Who's the one that you say from the NFC, that's the guys I want? Jeff, you're up.
Washington. I don't think that's an easy one. It has to be Washington. Those 4 guys are so they're heads and shoulders above the rest of those guys.
Great point. Kelly?
Washington, no doubt.
You'll be surprised when I tell you what came out. Jim, go ahead.
I suppose, Washington. I'm not as well versed in this division as you guys are, but Washington.
Okay. Mouse talk?
Washington. And if you're telling me this came out by NFL.com.
I am. It came out from NFL. Okay, now I'll tell you this. First off, welcome in Dole Whip Dad, joining us a few minutes, saying hello to everybody. Ray J has also joined the party. Welcome in, Ray J, and of course, LSU Mom. They did put out Washington obviously being number 1, but surprising to me, they had the Giants as number 2, Cowboys at 3, and Eagles at 4, which caught me off. I didn't really think the Giants were going to be, when I looked at this, and I looked at it initially, I had Washington, Dallas, but it caught me off guard when they said that. So I thought it was interesting. Nice look out there. So, all right, Walt did that one. This is going to be Jeff's one. We got one last one for each of the guys before we go to questions. Which is the best pass-catching duo in the NFC West? Is it Metcalf and Lockett? Is it Ayuk and Kittle? Is it Woods and Kupp? Or Green and Hopkins? Start us off. Let's go.
Who's starting off?
You.
Me? I did the last one.
You're doing this. Going right through. Walt, you, Kelly, and Jim to finish it. We got 3 left.
Okay, so who? So him or me?
It's Jim. Who? It's Jeff.
All right, Jeff. Go ahead.
Okay. So if I wanted one of those teams on my team, I would pick Metcalf and Lockett.
Nice. Kelly?
Man, I'm gonna pick the Rams.
Okay. Got it. We got a lot of that going on in the chat. A lot of both of those two answers in the chat right now. Jim, your thoughts?
Bernie in the chat just said it. I'm going to go with the Rams as well, simply because of who's passing them the ball this year. They're going to have great seasons.
Nice. Okay. Well,
it's really actually close. Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf are right there. I am going to be a homer on this one. I'm going to go with Woods and Kupp. I think they're both highly underrated, under the radar wide receivers. Look at their numbers. They're very Kupp's only issue is the fact that he has injuries. But Robert Woods puts up some of the best numbers over the last 5 years than any other wide receiver in the game, with Goff throwing the ball to him.
yep.
I'll take these guys with the addition of Stafford. They should have really good seasons. But Metcalf and Lockett are right there. Hopkins and Green, they have the names, but they're long in the tooth. They're not quite the difference makers they used to be.
Yep. Welcome in, Foss family. Ken, good to see you. Divinity Daniels in here with us in AV. Welcome in AV. Interesting enough, they came out ranked by the quote-unquote specialist. They had Seattle and the Rams tied, so it shows you all four of you gentlemen are right on your money. They had them tied at 1 and 1A, and then they had 3 and 4, 3 being San Francisco and 4 being Arizona, which kind of surprised me. And I guess it's the long and the truth thing. Again, it's exactly this is why I love doing the show. I've got 4 good guys on it. They're telling me their thoughts, and it's repeating what came out from the NFL. Kelly will start this one. Next, the last one. It's Wild Card Wednesday yesterday. A player's rookie card sold for $4.3 million. $4.3 million, making it the largest sale of an NFL card in history. Kelly, who was it? Do you know?
No idea.
Don't look at the chat either, guys. I want to see if you can get it.
Rookie NFL card?
Yep.
Madden? I don't know.
Okay, that's all right. Leave it. Jim, you?
With the amount of money that's in Silicon Valley, I'm going to say Joe Montana.
Okay, I like it. Johnny Unitas in the chat. Tom Brady in the chat. Interesting. Walt, your thoughts?
I'll go Tom Brady or Peyton Manning.
Okay. Jeff, your thoughts?
Randall Cunningham.
Okay. The answer.
Now, what's your real answer?
Here's the answer.
I'm hoping it's Randall Cunningham because of a Randall Cunningham rookie card. So
here's the answer to the question. Patrick Mahomes.
Oh.
A 2017 National Treasures Platinum. Patrick Mahomes sold for that amount of money, graded an 8.5 out of 10. Wow.
Why?
It's a hard, it's an extremely rare set, and it was called a platinum set. They only made a certain amount.
Okay.
And it's, which I thought was kind of unique, but I was expecting when I saw it. Yeah. When I saw this, I said Brady. Well, that was my answer, so I got it wrong too. I said Brady.
He's going to lose money on that card.
So,
hey.
So sorry.
A lot of money. So, all right, the last news thing of the day. Jim will do this, then we're going to do questions. Jim, gold, silver, and bronze. I just want your thoughts on this. This was given out by the NFL the other day, highlighting the Olympics. They put on the gold pedestal the Patriots and the Steelers with 6. The silver to the Cowboys and Dallas with 5, and Green Bay and New York with 4. Just your thoughts seeing that.
When I see this, and being a Detroit fan, my thoughts turn to the NHL, Pete. That's where it goes. 11 Stanley Cups, Pete. Most in the United States. Otherwise, this makes me sad. But it's cool, whatever.
All right, well, that's funny.
I got to say the gold to me, I understand why Pittsburgh's there, but I would put New England alone at the gold. I just would. They did it in a time when dynasties were just not a thing. Free agency was at its height. money and free agency, players moving all over the place was at its height. Dallas, San Francisco, Green Bay, Pittsburgh did it during the time when it was easier to hold on to players. I got to say, I get it, but I would think I would put New England, as hard as it is for me to say that, I'm not a New England fan at all. I think New England's gold alone. It just did it in a different time.
Okay, great opinion. I love it. Sanudo says if it wasn't for wide left for 4 years, Buffalo would be in bronze as well. Jeff, your thoughts on this?
My thoughts on this.
But wide left did happen, by the way.
I mean, it is what it is. We got 6 rings. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is what it is, right?
It is.
There's 2 teams that have 6. There's 2 teams that have 5, and there's 2 teams that have 4.
And there's one guy with 7.
Yes, definitely. There's one guy with 7. True.
Kelly,
Yep.
your thoughts? Your thoughts?
I have none. I'm kind of like, it is what it is. I'm like, it's a stat board. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Just so you know. All right. Once again, before we're getting ready to hit questions here, I want to throw up this line again. Ask my moderators, please drop the links for these gentlemen into the chat. They do an incredible job with content on their channels. Myers and Mouse is our dream. Mouse Talk, live from the parks consistently. Jimmy, more sunshine, please. We'll go from time to time from the parks. Does incredible content from home on Tuesday nights. He's a must-watch TV. I talk about him every week on my channel. Drop their links for me, please. Here's the deal. This is the way it goes. We got 7 quick questions. It's going to be fast-paced. I'd like fast-paced answers from everybody. Just get your thoughts. After we do these 7, we'll open it up to the chat. Chat, you'll be able to ask the panel questions. So get your questions ready. So when I say, chat, give me your questions, you guys are ready to go here on the channel. We're going to start up top. We'll start it off with Jimmy here to go with this one to start it. First question here for the panel. Jimmy, which team has the best home field advantage in the NFL? Your thoughts, Jim?
It's the team whose city lets the most fans in, Pete.
Good answer.
Tampa, I'm a homer, I guess. Tampa's got a pretty good thing with the Cannons.
I love the Cannons. Fire up the Cannons. I'm a Tampa Bay fan too, Jim, by the way, just so you know. Walt, go ahead.
If it's my team, there's 2 places I don't want to go in the playoffs. And they're both, I wouldn't have to, but Green Bay or Kansas City. I don't want to go there. They have home field advantage. They're very, very big. And Seattle, I know Seattle with the 12th man, but Green Bay and Kansas City, I want to stay away from them.
Okay. Jeff, your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. I think Kansas City, it's just so loud there and hard to hear. And Green Bay, they just fill that stadium. I'm not going to say Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh, they travel well. They fill every stadium they go to.
They do travel well. They do.
And,
they're really good.
They fill their stadiums, but, Kansas City's just loud. And Green Bay, there's like you get that atmosphere in Green Bay of, the 20 below and all them people wearing cheese on their heads. And there's nothing like that.
Well, I agree. Kelly, your thoughts? Your channel's loud. Your team's loud. What's up? Tell me who you think.
Oh, it's definitely Kansas City. If I had to play against Kansas City at Kansas City, I would be worried, not just because they're my team, but it is the world record holder for the loudest NFL stadium. It's hard to hear there. It takes a very seasoned quarterback and line to accomplish things at Chiefs Stadium. It just does. So that's my choice.
Well, and I agree with all 4 of you gentlemen. I had my top 4, and you can mix them up how you want, as Green Bay, Seattle, Kansas City, and Buffalo. Buffalo was my 4th. That was thrown into the chat. I just think it's tough to play there with the all-natural condiments and everything that's going on. So we'll see. J&L says being home as a small market team versus the Steelers is the worst. And that is a great point right there. The Steelers travel so well. If you are a small market team and you're not filling the stadiums, they will put those daggone yellow towels everywhere. That's a good thing. They travel well. One of the best. Look, I'm a Ravens fan.
Dallas and Pittsburgh travel well.
That's what I was about to say. Dallas and Pittsburgh in the NFL, they travel everywhere well. I got to give their fans credit. All right, question
and the Raiders.
This will go to Walt. Question 2. Here we go. Let's put it up on the board. Best wide receiver in the NFL. It was thrown out that Lockett and Metcalf are. Yes or no? We kind of talked about it a little bit earlier. Would you put them the best?
I think they'd be tied for the best.
Tied for the best.
There.
Okay, good deal. Jeff?
I think I'm going to have to go. I think they're the best. If Brady was throwing to him, I would think they were the best. If Russell Wilson's throwing to him, maybe not.
Okay, good.
But I think they're very talented, very fast receivers who, if they had a different quarterback, they would probably be ranked a little bit better. Not that Russell Wilson's a slouch, but
okay. Kelly?
They're my 1B team, not my 1 team.
Okay. Jimmy?
I think they are the best duo in the NFL. That's my opinion, yeah. I think they are.
Yeah, I definitely think they're up there. The question is, will Wilson get time to get it to him? A lot of other decisions in the chat. A lot of people putting stuff other than that in, which I like. So it's interesting to see. All right, this one will go to Jeff to start. Question 3. Let's see what we got here under the hidden agenda. Are the Titans Super Bowl contenders? Yes or no? Jeff, we start with you.
are they contenders? No. Do I think they have a outstanding running back? Yes, but I don't think they're Super Bowl contenders.
Okay. Kelly?
Super Bowl, no. Playoffs, yes.
Okay. Interesting. Jim?
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Playoffs definitely, no, they're not Super Bowl contenders.
Okay. Walt?
Okay, I'll go against everybody else. Yes, Super Bowl contenders. Absolutely. Just making it to the playoffs automatically is going to make you a contender. You're one of the last 6 to be available. They're going to probably win their division. They went 11-5 last year. If they win their division, they'll get probably at least a home game, if not a bye, depending upon how the rest of the teams do. That'll automatically put them into the divisional round. They are a Super Bowl contender. They can play with anybody. They showed that last year. Even in the playoff game they lost, they were in the game. Yes, contender for sure.
Love it. I definitely think they're a contender in my mind. I've got them up there. I think the one thing we're all not looking at is what Walt said in a way. Walt said they look at their record from last year and how well they did. They added another prime target by adding the wide receiver they added. So what does that do? Does it help the chemistry and they pick up their offense? Does it hurt the chemistry? We'll know kind of the first 4 weeks of the season. They've got a little bit of a choppy schedule to start, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes when it comes out. If Brown and Corey Davis were both healthy in the playoffs, then they'd have been a tougher out. Well, that's true. That's true. All right, this will be question 4. Kelly will start this one. Let's see what we got hidden under the back. The most gifted running back in the league, as put out there by Kyle Brandt on Saquon Barkley. Is he the most gifted running back in the league in your eyes, Kelly?
No. Very gifted? Yes. Most? No.
Okay. Jim?
He's fun to watch. I'll say yes, actually.
Okay. Love it. Walt?
Yes. Runs very fast, runs with power. He can run past you. He can run by you. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He's actually very good at picking up defenses and as a blocker as well. He reminds me a lot of Marshall Faulk. Not as good. Marshall Faulk's a Hall of Famer. Marshall could do it all. I think this kid can do it all. Definitely the most gifted, but it's a matter of health. The best ability is availability, and if he can't play, it doesn't matter. But I think so. He can do everything really, really well.
Okay. Jeff?
Nope.
Okay.
I think even if he stays healthy, I don't think he's the most gifted. He's very talented, but I don't think he's the most gifted.
Okay. I also like adding on to Walt's picks, Walt's comments. I also like to say that I think he runs angry. He runs angry, and I like running backs that run angry, that go at the thing. Jim, who is your favorite football team? He likes the Detroit Lions, and Isabel. He is a Lions fan, and we love one thing I will say, and I don't mind saying it here to step aside for a second since Anna threw up that comment. My props go for a couple things. One, and I can say this about all 4 of the guys, a unique comment. Kelly was a fan of the Chiefs and a diehard Patriots team before they won the Super Bowl. It's not like they won the Super Bowl and all of a sudden he's there. Two, Jim has been a diehard Lions fan for years. That's one of the toughest things to do when you have a team that's been struggling and hasn't been doing what they need to do. Walt said a comment to me the first day I met him sitting at a baseball game. I'm an Orioles fan no matter what the record is. That is what a fan is about. You support your team all the way. And the reason
I've been a Rams fan since 1979.
And there you go. And the Rams have had their days too. And Jeff with the Steelers, when I first met him and we talked about our rivalry, and I didn't really know Jeff at the time. I was just getting ready to know him. He talked about even though, we could have, butted heads and talked about how much we hated each other's organization. He talked about my organization with respect and everything like that. And that is a true fan. When you can be a fan of your team, that you would bleed those colors, but respect the other competition. Again, I say about all four guys. It's a great thing to say. So props to the guys as we go here. All right, let's go to the next question here. We got 3 left. This will be Jim's question here. Let's see what's behind the door. I forget because I do these a week ago. I don't remember what's there. Who has the better dual? Oh, I like this. Who has the better dual threat quarterback? Arizona or Baltimore? Jimmy, this is yours first.
Baltimore. Lamar Jackson is, in my mind, the most exciting player in the NFL still.
Okay.
If I had a draft pick and these were, my top 2 choices, it would be Lamar Jackson.
Okay. Lamar's biggest downfall, he refuses to take a COVID test. He's now had it twice in 8 months. Walt, yours. Go ahead.
Dual threat quarterback? Yes. Actually, I'm still not sold on Lamar as a quarterback himself. He's a heck of a running back. I still see a lot of mistakes from him, lots of bad decision making, but I still think overall the talent kind of tips in his favor. So I'll say Lamar, but it's a little bit closer than I think people think.
Okay.
Lamar, look at his playoff record. He's 0-2.
He is 0-2.
He hasn't played well in either one of those playoff games, and that says something. Mm-hmm. He's got to – I'm sorry.
I agree with you.
For what it's worth.
No, I agree with you 100%. You're right on. Real quick, I should throw it out there. Jason Jr., you may want to hit refresh and get caught up. It looks like you're a little bit behind. You're doing a great job putting stuff in the chat, but you're almost 2 questions behind, buddy. So that could be it. Just want to let you know. We appreciate you being here. Jeff, your thoughts here.
I think Kyler Murray is a really exciting player. Maybe in a few years, I just think Lamar. I have to say that Lamar is probably the better of those two, the dual threat quarterback. I mean, I've seen Lamar throw the ball well, but I've also seen him throw the ball poorly, make bad decisions.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's just a learning curve or just, bad decisions. But, I do like Kyler, though. I think he's an exciting player to watch.
Okay. Kelly, your thoughts here?
As much as I want to pick Lamar Jackson, I am going to pick Kyler Murray. I just am. I think he's a better pick of the two right now. I give props to Lamar, but Walt brought up some good points that are. I'm not completely sold on Lamar right now, but I'm going to go ahead and pick Kyler on this one.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson, 2020, 36 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 401 attempts. Last year, 376 attempts, 26 touchdowns, and his interceptions went up. He went up to 9. So he threw the ball less, but his interceptions went up.
Good points. Can't argue that. Obviously, I'm partial to Lamar right now. I still think now, again, I don't think either one of these guys are ready. I'm a diehard Ravens fan. I still have questions on winning playoff games. And right now, Lamar has not done that for the Ravens as I've watched him. I haven't seen Arizona do that yet. Could be this year. I would like to also point out that out there in Arizona, he's 5'11", and no quarterback under 6 foot has won a playoff game. So that's an interesting point as well. He will be the first to do that when that happens. So, all right, let's go to Walt for this one, and let's see what we got. Well, Stephon Diggs, do you see that in the draft pick out of Alabama for the Eagles? Thinking about him, could he be the next Stephon Diggs type receiver?
Too early to tell. I mean, Stephon Diggs is a great player. Drafted out of Maryland, right? If I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he went to Maryland. Very good player. He's bounced around. You know, I will say that he's bounced around a little bit. But I mean, very well could be. That's prognosticating the future is really hard to do. There's definitely some ability there. He's not in a good situation in Philadelphia, but we'll see.
Okay,
I didn't really answer your question.
No, okay. I mean, it's all right. I want your opinion.
Yeah, I think time will tell. I think it's too early to compare a player like that to Stephon Diggs.
Okay, Kelly.
Yeah, I'm no, no comment. It's too early. It's too early.
Okay, this was put out there by Kyle Brandt. He works on Devontae Smith. He works for the NFL Network. Jim, your thoughts?
I'll agree with everybody else. There's just a lack of data here. So once the numbers are in, we'll see.
Okay, cool. All right, question 7. Dizar Dream, our other guest tonight. He's going to start this one. Let's go. Let's go to this. Your team is in the wild card hunt, but your quarterback 1 gets hurt. QB1 gets hurt. Who is you going to ask to be in there as your backup quarterback? Who do you want as your guy backing him up?
Really?
Your quarterback gets hurt. You need a backup.
I'm gonna go with Flacco. He's been to the big game before. He's got some experience.
Okay.
I out of all those guys, I'd have to go with Flacco.
Okay. Interesting. Kelly?
That was my first knee-jerk reaction too. Yeah. No, I'm gonna say Minshew.
Space Mountain Dave hitting us up with $2. Thanks for the awesome stream, Pete. Have a great night. We appreciate you, Space Mountain Dave. Thank you. Okay, got you that. Okay, Jim, your thoughts?
Joe Flacco, just because I've seen him more than the others. I've seen what he can do. So, yeah, knee-jerk reaction would, Joe Flacco.
Okay, Walt?
It's not even close. It's Joe Flacco. Look at his history. Look at his playoff record. I know there's a lot of folks that get on Flacco, and I'm not saying he's nowhere near an elite quarterback, but he's won. He has, and Kelly, sorry, he has as many Super Bowls as Patrick Mahomes does.
Interesting.
He's got one.
No
apologies. So I'm just saying he's got more than Dan Marino has. So he's won the big game. He has played well at times when need be. If he has the drive, because I know a lot of times that people worry about his work ethic, but I would say of this group, it's not even a question. It's Joe Flacco.
Okay, like it. Great job tonight on all the news and highlights that are going around. We're going to jump over to Chat Talk now. This is the segment of the show where you get to ask my colleagues questions. So highlight my name in the chat at Pete McDevitt Show. Put your questions in there. We'll get rolling, and let's do this. So question 1 comes from Jay Sanudo. We'll go to Kelly with this one. What top running back is most likely to disappoint you this year? Kelly, which one?
I just had running backs up.
Gotta be right.
Oh, okay. So, who's going to disappoint me the most this year?
Yeah.
I think McCaffrey.
McCaffrey, interesting. Jim, same question. Who's going to disappoint you the most? Top running backs.
He did have a great year last year. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that. I hope you don't consider this a cop-out. I'll say McCaffrey, too.
That's okay. Good. That's
Yeah.
good. Like it. Jeff, this is our dream. Will Larry Fitzgerald play? What do you think?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Will Larry Fitzgerald play this year?
Oh, I thought I was answering the last question. Will Larry Fitzgerald play? I hope he does. He's he's a former Pitt Panther. So I hope he does.
Okay.
I would like to see him play. I think he's got some games left in him.
Okay. Walt, take Rodgers out of the mix. Who would be your team's quarterback if you could have one?
Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford. He's happy with
I
the guy he's got.
I am happy with the quarterback. And by the way, Alvin Kamara will have the worst. He'll be the one to disappoint for running back.
That's what I was going to say, Walt. I was going to say Kamara. They're going to rely on him too much.
I'll stick with Stafford. I like Stafford a lot. I think he's driven. He's finally on a good team. I think it's a really good fit. I mean, the obvious choice would be Mahomes next, if I couldn't, or Brady maybe. But I really like Stafford. I think he's a really nice fit.
Okay. I like it.
We'll see.
Okay, we'll see. Jim, let's go to you for this one. Out of Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson, who is the best dual threat? Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson.
I think Aaron Rodgers is actually. I've seen him do it so many times. I like Aaron Rodgers as a player, but I hate him as an opponent. And he always makes me nervous watching him play my team, and can't wait till he retires. The more I think about it, the more solid a choice Aaron Rodgers is for that question.
Aaron Rodgers can run very, very well, and I think that's an underrated portion of his game. He is also an incredibly very accurate running to his left or to his right. Never seen a better quarterback that really runs to his left or to his right and can be as accurate as he is. I agree. Sorry.
Go ahead, Kelly.
Let's see if he can do it at age 38.
I have to agree. It's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers by this much in my book, but it's Aaron Rodgers. There's no doubt between those two. And I don't know, running to your left, throwing behind your back, and hitting your target dead on. I don't know.
Well, at age 25, let's see if he can do it when he's 37.
Okay.
We'll have to see.
Question
we'll
for
see.
Kelly.
We got a ways to go. You and I are going to be the nursing home yelling at each other from across the room, throwing tennis balls at each other, but we'll find out.
I won't even remember their names.
Yeah.
Question for Kelly from Space Mountain Dave. When will Jeff Dole-Whip Dad move over to the dark side and root for the Lions?
And root for the Lions.
Yes.
After he starts rooting for the Chiefs, I'm sure that will be the next team he starts to root for.
That's a good one. Walt, let's see. Let's go to this one for Walt. I'll ask Walt and Jeff this one. Who ends up with the most wins in LA, Rams or Chargers? Walt, you go first.
That's tough, actually. Rams are in a really tough division. I'll pick the Rams. I just think the overall talent is better, but they're in a really tough division.
Okay, Jeff, tell me, is Walt right or wrong?
Walt is correct.
Ooh, well, there we go. Love it. Okay, good deal.
Don't sell the Rams short.
Okay, got it. Jeff, question for you. Do you think the NFC East champion this upcoming season has a shot of going to and or winning the Super Bowl?
Of course they do. Yes.
All right. Interesting. Jeff just come through with an of course. Kelly, you back that up?
They did last year.
Sure.
Okay.
Anything can happen once you make the playoffs. Anything can happen. We've seen it.
Yep.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Let me go back.
Gary Anderson, Mr. Reliable, perfect. Chip shot field goal against Atlanta, and he wide lefts it.
Yep. That's true. Any player can happen on any given day.
Anything can happen.
All right. I love it. We've had a great show here tonight. Great questions. Great people across the panel. Let's start at the bottom with our guest, Jim. More sunshine, please. Tell everybody what you got coming up on your channel. Moderators, drop their links in as we're sitting here talking, please. Jimmy, you're up.
Pete, you've been kind enough to say very nice things about my channel today. Thank you very much for that. On Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m., I usually do a live stream talking Disney, talking whatever I want to talk about, frankly. I've been doing it from the parks because I'm a teacher and I've been off this summer, but going back to work on Monday, so I'll probably be doing it from home again. But I've been recording a bunch of stuff from the park, so I'll be slowly releasing that over time. Thank you very much for having me on the show, Pete. Hopefully I was a worthy substitute for Jeff today.
Oh, you did a great job. And I'd also, the reason I called you the other day and we haven't been able to touch base is we can talk about it after the show. I'd love to invite you to come on the night we do the draft for your division and be live on the show with us as we draft, talking with us that night. That would be great to have you. Mouse Talk.
Sounds good.
Mouse Talk, what do you got coming up?
Well, first, thanks for having me. It's always great coming on and with all the guys here on the panel. It's an honor. Everybody's very, very knowledgeable with their football. For us, tomorrow we're at Magic Kingdom. In the evening, we're going to be doing some fireworks and some rides and stuff like that. Saturday, we're doing a mystery stream. We're going from a different part of Walt Disney World that we've never been to before. It'll be a first. So that'll be fun. And then Sunday, Hollywood Studios, got a lot coming up. We're working on getting closer and closer to 10,000. So
yes,
we'll get there. Thanks for having me.
Get there. We can't wait to celebrate with your success with you. Mystery stream. That sounds like fun. Saturdays. Check out Mouse Talk. Doing a great job. Dizzard Dream. I know you love this part, but do this for me. Help me out. There's a lot of people finding us for the first time that sit there and want to talk with you and say, hey, what do you have going over on your channel?
Thanks for having me on, Pete. Really appreciate it. Love doing these football streams. So what do we have going on? I don't know, Pete. We got, I don't know. Saturday, Saturday we're at Magic Kingdom. I guess Sunday night, Angela will be somewhere. But I gotta fly out to Pittsburgh Sunday and drive home Sunday. So
Sunday night, they're at Hollywood Studios.
Thank you, Walt.
Okay. Sunday night, Angela will be at Hollywood Studios without me because I'll be driving home from Pittsburgh Sunday night.
Yeah. We love it. We do love it when you're at the park. Could things come out like...
Oh, man. What was in that drink? And why am I sweating so bad?
I'd just like you to know I had 6 different people send me that soundbite. People love Dizzard Dream.
Was that me?
Yeah, it was you?
Yeah, that was you.
What was that from?
I don't know. 6 people sent it to me. So
You were there.
I hope.
What was I drinking?
This doesn't bring back any memories.
Oh, man. What was in that drink?
That doesn't even sound like me.
Why am I sweating so bad?
Why did the 2 of them come out together? Look, guys, I know he's humble.
Somebody slipped me a Mickey, I think.
Literally.
All right, we can move on.
Great line. That's the best line I've heard. Jeff is so humble, but his streams, this is Jeff. What you see is what you get, and that's why I love it so much. Kelly, what's coming up on your channel?
First I got to tell a story.
Okay.
So I got to spend some time with a couple of these gentlemen here recently, but Walt and I are on the 5th floor of the Contemporary, and out of nowhere, in the faint distance, you hear Angela, and we look off the 5th floor of this, and Jeff is on the docks, going, Angela!
Oh my God, I'd have been in tears.
You can't
And we
prove
didn't
that.
even have to look. We knew who it was. We knew what was going on.
Angela!
Oh my God, Kelly, why did
Yeah.
you should have videotaped that? That could have absolutely went viral.
I wish I would have.
Angela!
5 stories in the air. We heard him perfectly clear and knew who it was.
I'm in tears. I love it.
Walt, am I wrong? Am I wrong,
No.
Walt?
No, not at all.
I thought you
Scared
guys
this
were
little
right
girl
behind
that was
me.
walking by.
What'd you say, Walt? It scared somebody?
Yeah, a little girl was walking behind us when he screamed, and the girl like jumped. Poor kid started crying.
Oh, come on, it did not.
Hey,
I scared some
he
dogs.
she did.
I scared some dogs
Either
too.
make them cry or have them stop crying. I will tell you, I was personally at the park one day. This kid was throwing an absolute temper tantrum. I mean, screaming at the top of his lungs. Ah! And the next thing I hear is Jeff. Ah! And this kid went whoop. And the parents looked around. And the rest of us looked around at each other. And he just stood there and smiled.
I love him. God, he's
Kid,
great.
quit crying.
All right, what do you got coming up on your channel before we get Jeff all fired up at us for talking about
Tomorrow we have Hollywood Studios. We will also be at the Magic Kingdom tomorrow night as well. But Mama's going to be at Hollywood Studios all day tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we will be at Magic Kingdom, probably most of the day there as well. That's what we have coming up this week.
Well, again, thank you, Kelly. And again, all these guys are incredible channels. They do consistent content, family-friendly and enjoyable, knowledgeable about the parks and what they do. They take a lot of pride in what they do. They've all had great success. When I met all these guys, they were down 1,000 or below when I first met them, and look at them all now. Walt's approaching 10K. Jimmy, where are you at now on yours?
I'm about a 1,200.
1,200, yeah. Jim was about 200, I think, when I met him. That's approval. Diz Our Dreams had some great success with some recent videos. He's up at 5,500 and some. And Kelly moved down to Florida, and he's been successfully growing consistently all the time. Again, 4 quality creators. You'll see them live here with me on Thursday nights up until the season doing this show. Then during the season, they're all going to be welcome to come in on any of the streams and hang out with me as we broadcast football and try to have some fun. We are doing college games, Jimmy. We might be calling your Michigan team out there, like you like so well, talking about that. I know we've got some games lined up. We got some good ones early with we've got Florida State and Notre Dame. That's going to be a good one. We got North Carolina playing Virginia Tech. Carolina's in the top 15. So it all starts off with college on August 28th with Nebraska and Illinois. So it should be a lot of fun. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe, follow these guys, keep up with them, come back and join us Thursday night. Scotty, sorry we caught you at the end. I'll let him have one question because he just got here at the end. Scotty says, who's your dark horse team in the NFL? Top to bottom, let's do it, and then we'll say goodbye. Kelly, you're up.
Jeez. Dark horse team for this year? For me?
Yep.
Would be the dark horse team, in my personal opinion.
Yes.
Steelers.
Interesting. Jeff, who's your dark horse team?
Who's my dark horse team?
Yes.
I'm gonna go Redskins.
Redskins. Interesting. Walt, who's yours?
Oh no, the football team, Washington football team. Sorry,
Well, I was going to let it go.
I can't say that.
Walt, who's yours?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. Oh, good. All 3 great calls. I love it.
Good
Jimmy,
call.
who's yours?
Vikings.
Another great call. Mine is the Browns. We'll see you next week, everybody.